Welcome to the WHHI-TV Daily News. I'm Betsy McDaniel. As always, there's a lot to cover in the Lowcountry today, so let's get started with a few headlines. Well, it's been a while since we've heard from Alex Murdaugh, but his lawyers have finally filed his appeal with the state Supreme Court. A 132-page brief that says Murdaugh should get a new trial because former court clerk Becky Hill improperly swayed at least one juror, and that his shady financial dealings were allowed to be exposed in the trial, crimes that Murdaugh had not yet admitted to committing, which his lawyers also argue prejudiced the jury. His defense team also continues to say there was a lot of sloppy police work done while investigating the murders. The Attorney General's office has 30 days to file a reply, but it will likely be longer because of the holidays. By the way, the Murdaugh estate, Moselle, is up for sale yet again. It's actually the third time in the last couple of years the estate has been on the market. Brown Land and Plantation Advisors bought the property for about $1 million last year and says they've completely overhauled and expanded the 5,300 square foot home and 48 acres of property and are asking $2.75 million for the estate. The Bluffton police and the solicitor's office aren't saying what new information they have, but the fatal shooting case of Hilton Head High soccer star Trey Blackshear has been reopened after nearly 5 years. 2 suspects arrested back at the time of the crime have been rearrested. 25-year-old Kiona Michelle Ferguson and 25-year-old Jayshawn Jeffrey Redd, who had moved out of the area, but have now been brought back to face new charges of being accessories after the fact to the murder of Blackshear back in December of 2019, just after he'd graduated early from Hilton Head High. The original charges were remanded back to the Bluffton police in March of 2021. Terrence Wing of St. Helena Island was convicted of pulling the trigger and sentenced to over 35 years in prison. Xavier Daquan Barnes of Ladies Island was also charged back then, but has still not gone to trial. If you're one of those people who think you can run our local government better than the people who do, or if you plan to make a New Year's resolution to get more involved in the community, now's your chance. Beaufort County's government is asking for volunteers to share their expertise on nearly a dozen different boards and commissions that advise the county on services, programs, infrastructure, and the preservation of the county's natural resources. There are currently vacancies on groups ranging from the Board of Assessment Appeals to the Disabilities and Special Needs Board, to the Library Board, the Beautification Board, Recycling Board, and even the Palmetto Breeze Board. You can find out more information on the county's website at beaufortcountysc.gov. And we are sad to report that the Lowcountry has lost another good one. On Sunday, December 8th, Benjamin Captain Bahabu Green passed away at the age of 75. A native islander, Green spent 8 years in the Army and was the first black officer in Thunderbolt. But his lifetime love of fishing was his true passion. For years, Green spent his Saturday afternoons at the Rowing and Sailing Center on Squire Pope Road, teaching kids to fish and crab. Not only did the kids learn how to catch, clean, and cook the fish, they learned life lessons as well, with Ben often stating, "I want the kids to walk away not only knowing how to fish, but also knowing how peaceful it can be in our environment. You learn to appreciate your surroundings, you learn to have patience, and you learn to connect with nature, and that there is more to life than video games. These are the virtues you can hold on to for a lifetime." His legacy is sure to endure for many years to come. The media sources on your screen will have more on these and other stories, and we would love for you to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram at WHHI-TV. And if you have an idea for a news story, we'd love to hear it, so drop us a line at news@WHHITV.com. And coming up after a quick break, we're going to chat with newly elected Mayor Pro Tem Alex Brown. Don't go away.